This is Tuck with Tuck GC. We are out in Herndon, Virginia. Just finished up an apron, driveway, and ACO drain project. Sorry for the gnats all over the camera here. If you can see them, they're all over me. But let's take a look at this job. This one was pretty cool, and I'll show you what we did here. So it's probably hard to see in this video, but basically where the curb is and where this front side of the sidewalk is supposed to be the same elevation. So if this is 6 inches tall and you go level with the earth back to there, that should be 6 inches tall. Unfortunately, in this area, for some reason, they built it very poorly, and right behind the drain here, we're almost 5 to 6 inches high. I mean, you can see that ground coming up there from the drain, really, really high. So what we had to do, because the gentleman could not get clearance of his new Supra in the driveway here, it was basically bottoming out when he pulled in, like you've seen in some of my other videos, we take out some of the sidewalk section here, and we actually depress this. So when we compared it to the existing apron that was here, from the front of the curb to the back here was almost a 12-inch difference, almost double what it should have been. And we were able to bring it down even lower than the neighbors there, which is pretty flat. That was a 10-inch difference, still outside of the normal code, but we were able to bring this one below the normal tolerances, where the back of that sidewalk is just about 7 inches from this curb level, and that's exactly what you want. So he should have no issues pulling in here now. Did the same thing on this side. Since this side was lower, we only had to do a little bit here to bring this down, but this whole back of the apron here was depressed into the earth so he can have the clearance to get in. Let's go take a closer look up by the drain and check that part out. Here's a side shot. Now remember, we just poured this, truck just pulled out. So you'll see that's kind of where the first truck started and stopped. Second truck was right after, but just that half-hour to 45-minute differential, you can see the curing differently on the concrete, but by tomorrow all that'll be blended in. Now down here, because of the negative slope going to the garage, Klein had an issue. They had a small little drain here before, and it would always pool and freeze. So we put in a 19-foot ACO drain that runs the whole way across here in front of the garage, and then that daylights around the side of the house to get the water out. Here's another look here what those drains look like. This is that fiber cement ACO, very high-end stuff, very strong from commercial applications. It's got a galvanized steel grate. They look really nice. So we did extend the apron up there. We fixed the elevation, but we also made it about 6 feet wider. And then we put out this bump out section here. So we're almost 30 feet wide here across, so you can easily fit 3 cars. They can have 1 car over here in this parking area and still have access to the garage for the other 2 cars. Now there's where we tied in that gutter and the drain. They both pop out here in a pop-up. Oh, those are a little covered with dirt. Let me clean those up here. There we go. That's better. Forgot to mention, there was a massive tree here that we took out. It took us about 3-4 hours with a stump grinder and the machine to get that bad boy out. Big tree, but it's gone, and we removed every root, so there won't be an issue in the future. Here's a side shot of that apron. Right here is where I was talking about, where we depressed that down about 3 inches to make it a lot lower. And here's one final parting shot. So I hope you like what you see. Thanks for watching the video as always, and please contact us for your apron and driveway needs. Have a good day.